to the Fierce Female Network.
Welcome to the Fierce Female Network. I'm your host, Fierce Manson, and today is Friday, baby. Listen, we're going to get on down with it. It is Friday night, my darlings, going to get on down with it. Listen, it is January 16th, 2026. It is 9 p.m. on the Central Standard Time Zone and 10 p.m. on the Eastern Standard Time Zone. Y'all know what I'm going to say up in here. The Eastern Standard Time Zone is the time zone that rocks my socks off, honey. You know I got to push it up to the ATL, to my home team. Must give a shout out to my team, Fierce Nation International, the hardest working team on the planet. Y'all know why I say they the hardest working team, because listen, they are really the ones that really got behind the Fierce Female Network and really pushed. So listen, they are the hardest working team on the planet. They really did get the Fierce Female Network landed in a directory in Georgia, really, and so I really appreciate that. So listen, they're all over Africa. They're in East and West Africa, and I really do appreciate everything. Got one honorary member in India, Karan Bhattadi. So listen, I got some music for you guys on today. Listen. Before I get started, I gotta say this. I got a life lesson for you. You guys know I am a certified life coach trained by Dr. Monique Carradine many years ago. And I'm going to get to the life lesson in just one moment. So listen, a friend of mine called on today, just a little while ago. And it just really behooved me. I says, and it just triggered my thinking. There's always something that triggers, a thought. And it's like, well, my goodness. So this person, we're really good friends since childhood. We've been friends since childhood. So he calls and he says, I was just calling to let you know I'm going to call you. Okay. I'm like, well, you calling right now, so why do I need a heads up that you're going to call me in a few minutes? So I kind of scratched my head a little bit, and I was like, well, I'm trying to follow the thought process. I'm one of those persons, I try to follow a person's train of thought. And so I was trying to figure out, well, how was this making sense? How was this adding up that this person, and he does this, not the first time, he does it. And so when he did, I was like, well, I know he's not going to call. And so I can't understand, and figure out, well, why are you calling to tell me that you are going to call, and I know that you're not going to call? So it doesn't make any sense to me, but that's just the person that he is. So listen. The life lesson is this. The life lesson looks like this. Sometimes you have people in your circle, you know how they are, and you've been friends with them for a mighty long time, and it doesn't bother you that they have little things about them, little quirky things like that. To me, that's just a little quirky thing that I can live with, and it doesn't bother me. It's just a person that he is. He'll call. He's only really calling to say hello, but he doesn't know how to say that. I'm just saying, call and say hello, what's up, how you doing? That's it. He doesn't know how to do that, and that's really simple. And I understand that his logic, he doesn't understand how to do that, and he doesn't want to say anything to hurt anybody's feelings. So he just says, well, I'm going to call you back, right? And it's just a little thing that he's going to keep you holding on, thinking that he's going to call you back, but I know that he's not. So listen, the life lesson is this. Sometimes you have people in your circle, right? And you understand how they are. You love them. I'm talking about unconditional love. This life lesson has to do with unconditional love. When you love your friends unconditionally, you know how they are, and it doesn't bother you because you love them unconditionally. So listen, the point of it is this. Either you're going to put up with them or you're not. When you have unconditional love for people, you just accept them how they are. You can't change them unless they're going to do something to hurt. Now, if they're going to do something to hurt themselves, listen, you're going to tell them, hey, you need to make an adjustment right here. You need to do this. So listen, the life lesson is this. When you love somebody, you love your friends, you love people in your circle without condition, you accept them the way that they are because you love them. And I've got another friend, and he calls sometimes and he has this little thing going on. I'm like, oh, Lord have mercy. So listen, the point is this. I'm going to make this really quick and fast. The point is this. If they are a real, true friend, you accept all of them. You don't say, well, I'm going to accept this part of you today and I'm not going to accept that part tomorrow. It doesn't work like that. If you've got a friend and they've been your friend for a long, long time, you're used to how they are. And so that's the way, and I always think, I was sitting here and I was just thinking about a friend of mine came across my mind. I've been thinking about him a lot lately. He was a friend of mine for years and years and years. A family member introduced me to this person. And we became really tight friends, really tight. This was many years ago. We became really, really tight. And so we would ride around, stuff like that. And a long story short, and we would go out to lunch, have some lunch every now and then. We'd do business. And so after a while, I didn't see him. I was like, well, where is he at? Where's Jack? Where's Jack? Didn't see Jack for months and almost a year. I'm like, man, what happened to Jack? And so you know what? When he came around, it was about maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, and my mother says, somebody's ringing the doorbell, 1 o'clock in the morning. Well, I got up out of the bed and went to the door. It was Jack. And I opened the door, and I had on my PJs. Of course, it was 1 o'clock in the morning. I just jumped and flung right up in his arms, and he just lifted me right up off the ground. And my mother says, well, my God, what is going on out there? And it was nothing like that. It was just that I was so darn glad to see that man because we were really, really good friends. And he gave me the biggest squeeze, bear hug ever. I was like, oh, don't squeeze all the breath out of me. And so he came in and sat down, and he gave me the story of what was going on. He says, man, he sat there and talked for about an hour. But that man was my friend, right? And so, you accept a person how they are, and I love that guy. And so we always would cruise together and do business with him. And so, and it is what it is. People that were my friends, they could come by my house. It doesn't matter. I didn't have no time clock. Now, listen, I'm an old lady now, so ain't nobody ringing my doorbell at 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. But back then, open door policy. You come ring my doorbell, it didn't matter. I'm opening the door. We're going to sit down. We're going to chit-chat. It was just like that. And one other person, and I'm going to get to the music, one other person is still on the life lesson. Life lesson is about accepting people unconditional when they are your friends. I remember one time, same thing. I was in the bed. This man rings my doorbell. And my mother, again, she goes and she answers the door. She said, girl, somebody's at the door for you. And I'm looking out in this big old Pilgrim Jubilees bus. And I'm like, well, what the Samuel is going on? This was about, 11:30 or midnight. And he says, I want you to ride to Minnesota with me. I'm like, go do what? And he says, yeah, I got to drive up to Minnesota and I want you to ride with me. And he says, I don't want to go by myself. I'm like, you got to be kidding. And so he says, yeah, come on, keep me company. I says, okay, give me a minute to put some clothes on. He got on the bus. He had to take that bus up to Minnesota because it needed some work and, didn't want the bus to break down. So anyway, goes all the way up to Minnesota. We're on this bus, just two of us. It's midnight. We're cruising right on up to Minnesota. And we start going up the hill. Then he says to me, well, it's some bears in this section. I say, wait a minute, some bears? And I'm getting scared. He busting up laughing. He's laughing his butt off, and I'm scared. I'm sitting there scared. So anyway, long story short, I did that because a friend will do those things for you. Not roll all the way up to Minnesota. We didn't have no hotel room. Listen, it was crucial. We didn't have no hotel rooms. We drove all the way to Minnesota. We didn't have no hotel room to go sleep and rest up. They worked on that bus, and y'all know what? We took a nap right there where they were working on that bus, right there on the sofa. And when they got through, we turned around and drove right back to Chicago. Listen, I was one tired sister, but I did it. So listen. I got some great music for you. And I'm still just that way. I have not changed. I'm still the exact same way. Just like, what's his name? Mr. His shoe line. And I've got to get with him on Instagram. He's got Mr. Reaper. So listen, and people probably wonder, well, why do you do what you do? Because I love what I do. Mr. Reaper's got some boss bad sneakers, and I'm like, I've got to call some stores Y'all probably saying, well, why do you mean you've got to? Because I love what he's doing and I want to support what he does. And I want to get his sneakers in a couple of stores here in the city of Chicago so that he can go further with his endeavor and succeed. Even though he's already successful. But these sneakers are boss bad. And so, yeah, I've done it before and I can do it again. And so I don't have any problem with my skill and talent of getting things in the store. That's just the way it works. So listen, I got some really bad boss music for you on today, y'all. Y'all caught the life lesson. Love folks unconditional. Don't just come to people with your hand. That's the life lesson. Let me say that again. Don't come to people with your hand out. Right? Love folks. Love folks. When you love people because of you just love them, they gonna love you and stick with you and be loyal. They ain't coming to you with a handout. Well, you got $5, you got $10. Can you do this? Can you do that? No, baby. Just love me how I am. Accept me how I am. That's when you got a true, real circle. When you love folks because you love them. Yeah. Come on now. We need some more of that in the world today because so much is going on in this world. This world is just like, it's rocking and reeling from the left to the right. You don't know what it's going to spit up. Listen, y'all, when y'all find some folks that's true and real, stick with them. Don't give them up. Stick with them, stick with them, stick with them. So listen, I'm going to give y'all We Need a Revolution by In There Lady A, and that's me. That's We Need a Revolution. Let me tell you, we need a revolution. Let me tell you, we need a revolution. Peace and equality will never be. Let me tell you, we need a revolution. We need a revolution. Equality and restoration is upon me. Let me tell you, we need a revolution. Let me tell you, we need a revolution. Hate crimes and murder lie in our streets. Proud Boys storming the White House. We're no longer free. They tell me Roe versus Wade stood up and revolted on me. Blood, sin, and desperation is running our streets. George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, ancestral drums are calling out to me. Let me tell you, we need a revolution. Let me tell you, we need a revolution. We need a revolution. Biden bends his back and pass laws from above. Let me tell you, we need a revolution. We need a revolution. Sawed-off shotguns, pistols, and rifles rule our streets. Let me tell you, we need a revolution. Let me tell you, we need a revolution. We need a revolution. Let me tell you, need a revolution. Oh wow. We need a revolution. Well, we do. We really do. We need a revolution. I wrote that song a few years back, but I published it and put it out and recorded it. It was just really unbelievable. Recorded the song when one of a family member's sister passed away, and it's just etched in my mind. It was March 20th, 2023, when she passed, and I had wrote the song way before then, but I didn't go in and record it until afterwards. And so, when the young man called and he says, I said, how you doing? And he said, I ain't no more good. And something just hit me. I knew what had happened because she had been telling us that she wasn't doing well. And I bent all the way over. Sometimes you just know. I had that phone in my hand. He didn't know that I knew. And I bent all the way over, and I was just like, I couldn't even let out the emotions that was on the inside of me, because I love that girl. Oh man, I love that girl. That girl was full of so much love. I mean, she was, oh man, she was one of a kind. She was one of a kind. I love that girl. I tell you. So "We Need a Revolution" is a song that I hold dear and true to my heart. The date that it was recorded, it is attached to when she passed away. And it's just really, I said I'm gonna put that date on here because it's really a tribute and memorial to her. And I just love that sister. That girl was a down sister, and she loved the people. She loved the people, and she loved the family. That's it. That's all. And so I got some more music that's coming up for you. This one is "Do You Still Love Me? Do You Still Love Me?"
I see your face in every crowded street. I hear your voice in every heartbeat. We used to shine, but now it's dim and gray. I'm reaching out, but you fade away. All the nights you said we never break. All the dreams we spoke, we made. I can't tell if this lost or in disguise. Tell me the truth and don't.
All right, that's "Do You Still Love Me? Do You Still Love Me?" You know, it's interesting. Every song reminds you of a place or time or something you did or a person. You know, and I was listening to the song, "Do You Still Love Me? Do You Still Love Me?" And I was like, I don't remember not one person asking me, "Do you still love me?" And that's a good thing. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm going somewhere with this. So listen, when you're in a relationship with somebody and you've been together for a while, I've never had one man ever come up to me and say, "Adrian, you still love me?" Because once I love you, I ain't gonna never stop loving you. It doesn't matter if we have broke up now. It just is what it is. Doesn't matter if we broke up 10 years ago and then we come and you see me walking down the street or you call me or whatever. They ain't gonna get on the phone. You still love me? No, hell no. They're not going to say that to me because they already know that I still love them. So listen, it's just like that. It's just like that. And so listen, I'm not a drama woman. And listen, ladies, let me tell y'all something. Listen, my beautiful women, my beautiful sisters, stop giving men so much drama. That's why they be scared to approach your door because they be scared you're going to hit them in the head with a frying pan. Listen, stop all that foolishness. I cannot stand foolishness. So listen, when I have dated a guy and we have been in love, he ain't going, if he happened to call me, he ain't going to be saying, do you still love me and all this kind of stuff because he already know. I ain't got time to be hitting nobody in the head with no frying pan. I ain't got time to be throwing no shoes upside somebody's head. Listen, ladies, stop all that foolishness. If y'all learn how to be soft female women, you'll find out what it's like to have a man to really, really, really treat you like a real woman. That's what time it is up in here. So listen, and that's all I got to say. And stop walking like you a truck driver. I ain't never seen so many women walking around in the streets like they a truck driver. I'm like, just pull off them Timberland boots. I know it's the wintertime. But you ain't got to be slip sloshing all over the place like you don't know how to be a female. I'm like, what is going on? You can't tell the female from the man. I'm like, learn how to be a little softer. When you at home, I can't stand no nagging woman. I be wanting to pop them in the mouth. If I'm in somebody's house, in a couple's house, and the woman is I be wanting to slice her up and pop her in the mouth and help her loosen up one of her teeth. Do y'all know a man cannot stand to be nagged all up and down all day and night? A man cannot deal with that foolishness because you know what? When you got a woman that, oh Lord, here I go. When you got a woman that will not stop nagging, you are emasculating him. You are taking away his strength. When you do that to a man, you cause him to do all kind of things. I'm not talking about running to other women, but when you always up and down got something to complain about, you are taking away his strength. You are emasculating him. He don't know what to do with you. He be trying to figure out, well, why did I get with you? Because you won't never close your mouth and shut up. So listen, ladies, you got to stop playing games like that. I don't understand that. So listen, and then you got the sisters. These black men want all these white women. Well, listen, you might be done drove some of the black men to the white women. If you know how to handle yourself and handle your business, maybe they won't be running around here to white women. So listen, act like a lady. Know how to wear a dress sometime when the weather is really nice. And listen, I'm trying to figure out what's going on Facebook and all these other social medias. All the tatas are ladies. You ain't got to have your boobs hanging out all over the place. I'm like, what is going on? So listen, you ain't got to do that. Listen, a real man wants a real woman. Come on now. You got to know how to hold it down in your house and hold it down in the street. You ain't got to have everything showing and for advertisement. For what? You ain't got to have your butt hanging out. I be seeing some of everything. Now, that's a free life lesson. That's a free life lesson. Y'all know I do dating on purpose. It's just in case you didn't know. So that's where that's coming from. Dating on purpose. You got to date with a purpose in mind. You ain't got to be out here dating folks and then listen. People out here dating, trying to get folks, from what I'm understanding, you got some men coming up to women trying to figure out what number they on, trying to figure out how much money they got and see if they can move in with you. Look, that ain't going to roll either. So listen, if you think you going to move in with a lady, now you got a lot of fools out here, foolish women, that's going to let somebody come in their house and stay with them because they just want somebody in the bed with them. That ain't it, baby. So listen, let me get to the next song. That's Dating on Purpose. So listen, let me get to the next song. Got some good stuff for you. This is Calls Me Friend. I love this song. Then I got to get on up out of here. Man, I'm sweating. I am sweating. I was talking so much, I started sweating. So listen. This is Calls Me Friend. You're going to love this. I love this song. It is really spectacular. I guess that's a great song because that's what I was talking about is being friends and loving individuals unconditionally without wanting something in return. When you love somebody, you're not looking for something in return. You got a real, true blue friends. Here is Calls Me Friend.
Alarms going off in my room 24/7. It's all in my head. Oh, and he feels just like a friend, and I want him out. I just want this to end. Oh, and I think he's a menace, but he always calls me friend. It's mythical, something I wish would go, so I make it lyrical. I'm feeling a trip in a step of mine. He says that I ain't that physical. When I'm at my pinnacle, I wonder if he's really lying though. I know that it's hard for you, baby, it's hard for me too. Alarms going off in my room 24/7. It's all in my head. Oh, and he feels just like a friend, and I want him out. I just want this to end. Oh, and I think he's a menace, but he always calls me friend. But I'm so scared that they might care. Is he really a friend? Is he really a friend? But I'm so scared that they might care. Is he really a friend? Is he really a friend?
All right, that is Calls Me Friend. That is Oh Sammy, Oh Sammy. That is Sam Anderson. Stage name is Oh Sammy. That's Calls Me Friend. So listen, I gotta get on up out of here. It's been a stone cold blast. And as always, it is peace, love, and soul.
You motivate